And in sports news, Madagascar's maiden African Cup of Nations campaign continues after they beat two-time winners DR Congo 4-2 on penalties, having shared 4 goals in 120 minutes earlier this evening. Those strikes from Ibrahim Amada and Faniva Ima Adriatsima were each cancelled out by Cedric Bakambu and Chancel Mbemba. They held the nerves in the shootout to keep their dream alive as DR Congo's Yannick Bolasie cost his side in the end. Madagascar advanced to the round of 16, having won 2 and drawn 1, including the famous win against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Algeria are also through to the last 8 following a 3-0 win against Guinea, with Mohamed Belaili, Riyad Mahrez and Adam Unas getting the vital goals. The Black Stars of Ghana are seeking a 7th straight African Cup of Nations victory over Tunisia when they meet in tomorrow's round of 16 clash in Egypt. Coach of the team, James Appiah, and defender Jonathan Mensah say they cannot underrate their opponents and will go all out.
Yeah, Tunisia has got a very good team. I've watched some tapes of them, and I believe that no team can underrate them. The mere fact that maybe they've not won a game, you can't underrate them. Their performance is really good. So we need to make sure we play our role well to be able to be successful.
It's going to be an interesting game, 1/16 game, knockout game. So Ghana is going to go all out, and I'm very sure Tunisia is going to go all out too. But we have to do what we have to do to progress to the next stage.
The United States have completed their FIFA Women's World Cup defense with a comfortable 2-0 win over the Netherlands in France this evening. A Megan Rapido penalty awarded after referee Stephanie Frappart consulted VAR and a brilliant Rose Lavelle solo ensured the Americans clinched a 4th World Cup trophy from just 8 tournaments. The USA's triumph after the previous World Cup victories in 1991, 1999 and 2015. The Netherlands in the final for the first time in their history had done well to frustrate the USA for long periods before they finally made the breakthrough, with goalkeeper Sari van Venendaal making a string of fine saves. So those are US football fans in Maryland who monitor the final, celebrating the team's triumph against the Dutch. Today's victory makes the United States ladies the most successful team in the history of the Women's World Cup. Greece's Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras has conceded defeat in the country's snap general elections. Mr. Tsipras confirmed he had called leader of the centre-right opposition party New Democracy, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, to congratulate him. Current projections give the party an outright majority as the winner receives 50 extra seats in parliament. Early results also predicted that the far-right Golden Dawn party is short of the 3% minimum needed to enter the parliament by the narrowest of margins at 2.98% for now. The nationalist pro-Russian Greek Solution and Mera25, the left-wing party of former finance minister Yanis Varoufakis, were both projected to just exceed the electoral threshold. Prime Minister Tsipras, who swept to power in 2015, called the elections after suffering defeat in the local and European votes in May. He toppled New Democracy from power by campaigning against the austerity policies that had affected Greeks for years. Yet, within months, he was forced to accept tough conditions in return for Greece's 3rd international bailout. Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister Abba Arakchi has announced the country will break a limit set on uranium enrichment in breach of the landmark 2015 JCPOA deal. Mr. Arakchi said the country still wants to salvage the deal, but blames European countries for failing to live up to their own commitments. 2 months ago, Iran announced it would step up its production of enriched uranium, which can be used to make fuel for reactors, but also for nuclear weapons. The country has already stockpiled more enriched uranium than permitted under the terms of the deal, though it strongly denies its intentions are to build nuclear weapons. Meanwhile, the UK has warned Iran of serious consequences if the nuclear deal is breached. And the main news again, President Muhammadu Buhari has today asked African leaders to ensure that the African Continental Free Trade Area, the AfCFTA agreement, is fair to all. The president made this call in Niamey, Niger Republic, when he signed the agreement, making Nigeria the 53rd state on the continent to append its signature to the document. Also today, Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka asked the federal government not to be selective in obeying court orders as human rights activists mark 21st anniversary of the death of Chief MKO Abiola. We also told you that Greece's Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras has considered defeat to candidate of the centre-right opposition party, New Democracy, Kyriakos Mitsotakis. And that's it on the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Uvani. Good night.